Hello there and good afternoon. As most people will now be aware, the EU Council offered the UK an option of 2 Article 50 extension dates, dependent on whether the House of Commons voted for or against the Withdrawal Agreement as offered up by the Prime Minister. Because the Withdrawal Agreement was voted down, it means that the new Brexit date became 11 p.m. on the 12th of April 2019. Or does it? Unless this new exit date is struck down by the court case being brought by Robin Tilbrook, then the Article 50 extension, as accepted by the UK, will continue to be law. And if this date stands, many people are thinking that if we do nothing by that time of 11 p.m. on the 12th of April 2019, then we will leave the EU on WTO terms. But the one thing that worries me is the actual wording at the end of the EU Council decision. And we know how the law is trying to be used to trip Brexiteers up at every opportunity, don't we? And here is what it says. In the event that the withdrawal agreement is not approved by the House of Commons by the 29th of March 2019 at the latest, the period provided for in Article 50(3) of the Treaty of the European Union is extended until the 12th of April 2019. In that event, the United Kingdom will indicate a way forward before the 12th of April 2019 for consideration by the European Council. And remember, the letter sent by Sir Tim Barrow is claimed by the government to make this legally binding at an international level. Now I'll read the very last bit again. In that event, the United Kingdom will indicate a way forward before the 12th of April 2019 for consideration by the European Council. If read strictly, this does not give the UK the scope to leave on WTO terms. All it strictly allows us to do is take a proposal to the EU for the consideration of its EU 27 leaders. It does not mention leaving with no deal. I don't know what the legal ramifications of that are in international law. But as I said this morning, I find it extremely difficult to understand why this EU Council decision has been woven into UK statute law in the form of the amended exit date in the EU Withdrawal Act. The entry in the Withdrawal Act has gone from being a single exit date and has been replaced by a screed of text, which also includes mention of this very European Council directive that offered the Article 50 extension. Why was the date not simply changed from 11 p.m. on the 29th of March 2019 to 11 p.m. on the 12th of April 2019, straight after Theresa May's proposals were voted down early last Friday afternoon? No, the statutory instrument involved was specifically worded to ensure the European Council directive was jammed into that statute. Having looked at the way this government and the EU are now operating, every little thing must be analysed to ensure nothing underhand is going on. What concerns me is that we might get told in a few days' time that, due to this tight wording, we are tied into the EU as full members for as long as they want us there. Also note that we are to inform the EU of this way ahead before the 12th of April. That to me means by midnight on Thursday the 11th of April. Now it may turn out that my worries are unfounded and the default is still that we leave without a deal at 11 p.m. on Friday the 12th of April 2019. But I do not trust the UK government to not try and stitch us back in somehow. And where the obvious route has not been taken of simply changing a date in an extremely complex and far-reaching statute, my internal anti-stitch-up radar fires up to full power. I fervently hope that Robin Tilbrook's Article 50 extension judicial review is successful. So what do you think? Please leave a comment below and thank you for watching.